Day 4.
Day 4.
Pete and I are running on fumes, but that's okay. This is enough fumes to get us through the day, isn't it?
We're professionals.
So, we're going to start on the Ernie Ball stand. Hopefully Rabea is here, and we're going to use, they've got a cool little quiet room where we can go and play some guitars. But it's a beautiful stand.
Yeah,
let's have a wander.
It's always good. I like the way they do it. And look at this stuff here.
Holy mama.
I know.
That's like some sort of Terminator version of a Kaizen.
I love that.
So yeah, we're just looking at eye candy really here. Pete mainly.
Oh, yeah. Ladies, look at that. Look at the binding on this.
Oh, that's clever. Like a sandwich kind of binding, isn't it?
Oh, is that
Jason Richardson, is it? Yeah, I think
it
that's
is,
his,
yeah. That's
so.
incredible. Wow, beautiful.
Oh, these guys do paintwork
like no one else.
Almost better than anybody, if not better than anybody. Look at that. I mean, whether you like the shape of guitar or not, it's just a work of art.
And look at the barrel top on the Petrucci here. That. Wow.
What else we got here?
Look at that, Lee.
Oh, that Petrucci.
Yeah.
A signed one as well.
Is it? Oh, it is. He was here yesterday, but he didn't.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Man.
Yeah, we missed all the good
so
stuff.
we got Steve Morse, we got Albert Lee, we got St. Vincent, we got Luke.
That's cool.
Is that signature or is that just a...
No, it's not. But I like the matte green.
It's a Stingray guitar.
Yeah.
Stingray. James Valentine.
Incredible.
That's another cool colour. You know, this is your sort
caramel.
of, those Porsche colours that you had. It's got that kind of a old 70s browny yellow. Actually, that's got a little bit of a two-tone thing going on as well. Nice.
With a hardtail as well on it.
Oh yeah. More Petrucci's. Oh look, excellent taste in amplifiers on the stage here. Strings.
There's some new strings, the flats.
Is there?
Yeah, I would like this
flat
flat
round
vowels
bass and
for guitar as well. I would really, at some point, I would love to do a video on.
Here's a question for everybody on YouTube. Hot news from the NAMM show is that Andertons is now a Strandberg dealer. Oosh. So what strings are you all guys all putting on those guitars?
Yeah.
You know, is there a certain brand, a certain gauge? What do we need to go and find out?
Oh, bongo.
Basses, bongo basses.
Look at this finish,
beautiful.
man.
That's an unusual. I mean, that's almost like it's a very faded matte.
It's the same as the green one.
Fiesta kind of red sort of vibe, isn't it?
Look at that flip collar on that.
That's great. Epic. That's the kind of, I think if I was going to be a Music Man guy, that's the kind of guitar I'd go with. Beautiful blue flame. It's got almost like a PRS-y flame top thing, hasn't it?
It does, yeah.
Look at the neck on that.
And all the necks are always
Is this just
incredible.
American stuff on this stand, or is there sterling as well somewhere?
I haven't seen. Maybe there is on the other side. I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Pete.
There you go. No.
That's badass funky, that, isn't it?
No, this is the one.
Is this better? Oh. That's the band, isn't it? One of those and one of those. White suits.
White suits.
Yes, massive.
Lots of
platform
wah
heels.
pedals.
Look at that. Remember when old Mr. Eddie used to play those?
Yeah, that's amazing.
What's around here? Wow. Good morning.
Good morning.
Aha, so here's the sterling stuff.
Here's the sterling stuff.
Slightly more affordable.
Oh, hang on. Is that, 7-string cutlass? That must be new, right? Some of this must be new. But when we get up to the booth, they can talk us through what's all new.
This is just the entree, the little starter for you.
This is the custom shop where you can basically do all your own thing and everything.
It's my new signature bass.
You can pick colors, you can pick finishes. Look, you can do it on the website. I would assume this is a new thing now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
like
you
a
can finish
custom
your build.
shop builder.
Makes perfect sense, man. You know what I mean?
Honestly, man.
Look at this thing.
These types of programs cost a fortune. Yeah. Fair play.
Look at this.
Oh, look at that, all 3D as well. Everybody is going to be on the internet this evening designing their own favourite.
That's like when you go and do a Porsche, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's 100%. The same thing.
And of course, we've saved the best till last. Our brother from another mother, Rabea Massad, is finally unveiling the worst kept secret in the guitar industry. We'll go and find out something about these from B.
Absolutely.
Look, beautiful. They're so classy with
beautiful
all their
man with a beautiful guitar. There you go. So we pop upstairs.
Let's do it. Hey! There is the look of a broken man.
Yes, beautiful.
How are you? Okay, well, this is a treat. I don't have to shout over the crazy hordes of people that are here because Music Man have got their own little private booth in the bowels of the NAMM show. AJ here is going to talk us through what's new for 2024, and then his Royal Rabeaness will come and tell us about his new guitar as well. So AJ, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Lee.
What have we got going on?
Well, we've got some new finishes for the Axis. It's the first time in about 4 years that we've got new finishes, so we're pretty excited about this. This particular finish here is called Honey Pot. It's a satin finish featured on Axis Super Sport. All the finishes that we talk about will be available on the Axis and the Super Sport. We've got, this is a satin finish. We've got another satin finish that's a kind of a black burst called Charcoal Cloud. And then we've got two new gloss finishes, a green burst called Matcha Green and a purple burst called Alala Berry.
What is it? In my, aging brain now, it kind of only seems like yesterday that, this came out new for Eddie, but it's like, it must be at its, 30th anniversary now, or 25th anniversary or something by now?
Yeah, as far as the Axis goes, it's getting to be about 30 years. It's pretty wild. Still retains the same DiMarzio custom wound pickups that we all love, the same asymmetrical neck carve with the oil and wax finish. The only real change over the years is we've gone to stainless steel frets and roasted maple.
That's a great looking guitar. Okay, so that's new, or new colours anyway. So what else we got here? This is understated.
We've got a new line of Petrucci Majesty colors. So we've got two sparkles, this being one of the two. This is Her Majesty's Request.
Wow. Has John Petrucci joined Earth, Wind and Fire or something? Because it's like, that is
actually,
out there.
his wife requested an iridescent white sparkle.
Well,
hence the name, Her Majesty's Request. Right? Yeah, she's a great guitar player, and when John saw this, he wanted to add it to the line.
She does the, is it the Maiden Tribute? No, that's her band.
The Judas Priestess?
That's it. It's like she's in like a sort of a British metal kind of all girl.
She's an awesome guitar player. Awesome guitar player. So we've got this one that features basswood sides, Honduran mahogany neck through. You've got John's DiMarzio Dreamcatcher and Rainmaker pickups. You've got the 20 plus dB gain boost, which is a lot. Yeah. You can adjust it down in the back if it's a little too much for you. Awesome guitars. They all feature piezo, the full floating bridge.
Very nice.
Very nice. Along with the sparkles.
This is a bit more traditional, isn't
it? We've got some satin finishes that feature Akume sides and a flame maple shield. All the same appointments otherwise. You've got the super fast thin necks on these, ebony fretboards, stainless steel frets. This one is called Blue Silk. And there's also a green and a red counterpart in this satin series.
Nice.
This is great. We've got 3 Ball Family Reserve Majesty finishes. This one is Arctic Aurora featuring a maple burl top. It's got alder sides, Honduran mahogany neck through with
the stripe going down through the middle
of awesome flame maple.
Wow.
We're going to do 100 of these 6-string, 50 of these 7-string. And along with this, there's a maple burl that's a blue finish called Blue Ink. And there's a quilt maple that's in red called Red Nebula.
I like that. I like that.
Ball Family Reserve, John Petrucci Majesty.
And you've all gone a bit Lamborghini with the bongo bass.
Yeah, similar to the Axis. It's been a little while since we've done new finishes on the bongo. So we really wanted to go to town on this. You'll notice the back of the neck on this one is unfinished. It's actually an oil and wax finish, similar to what we do on the Axis and the Stingray Special. So we're really known for that smooth feel on the back of the neck, and wanted to put that on the bongo this year, an instrument that historically has a satin finish neck. Along with that, this one's got a maple fretboard, which is the first time we've done that on a production bongo, and we're transitioning to stainless steel frets.
Nice.
So the bongo's getting a little bit of a facelift. Along with this, we've got a blood orange that'll have a rosewood fretboard with the unfinished neck. And there's a satin gray called Titan Gray, so similar to the Stealth Black that's become a classic over the years. The Dark Gray.
Dark Gray.
Our collaboration with Dark Glass, who make phenomenal amplifiers.
So this is all the electronics in here are Dark Glass, are they?
Yeah, yep. It's a Dark Glass preamp. Gives you a 2-band EQ. You've got a 3-way switch here that goes from clean to 2 different distortions.
You've got a blend between the clean and distorted tones. This here is your level of distortion, and it will light up depending upon which distortion you're using, whether it's their alpha or their omega that's built into this. Red for one and blue for the other. And then you've got your master volume. So available in 4 and 5 string. This new finish is called Dark Rainbow.
It's great, very cool.
Along with Dark Rainbow, there's another one called Gold Bar. So it's a kind of an iridescent gold sparkle finish.
It's very traditional, isn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah,
ash body. Looks lovely.
We've got 12 new finishes for the Stingray Special line. So this here is Hot Honey. It's like you said, a very traditional finish. We've also got some wild sparkle finishes, some satin finishes. We've got something for everybody in the line. So we're really excited to get these out the door next month.
Who doesn't like a hot honey, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, last one.
The last one is the Ball.
Sorry, it's been a long week.
We've got the Ball Family Reserve Stingray 5. So we're going to do 100 of these, featuring a quilted maple top. You got gold hardware, a flame maple neck with these awesome purple pearl inlays, matching headstock. This bass is a looker. It's we're
the
calling
matching
it
inlays is very cool, isn't it?
Calling
very
it the
cool.
Moonbeam.
Why not? Why not? Wasn't there a dreadful old English car called a Moonbeam? Like an Austin Moonbeam or Sunbeam, that's right. Right, well, it is time to welcome in, thank you AJ, it's time to welcome in the man, the myth, the highly hungover.
Hi.
Ta-da!
How's it going?
So we don't have to skip round the edges of, you know, prototypes or anything anymore. We can just go full bore. Here it is, baby.
Yeah, we can.
So tell us about it. And how is it different from the one that you had when you were last at the store?
So the one I brought was the other colour.
Yep.
And it was also the sort of second prototype. So from the changes there are the neck's bigger on this one, and the heel is even more taken back.
Yep.
So there was a really small adjustment that we had to make. And I was saying the other day, when I was playing on the booth, there's a lick that I have to play up here that I was struggling with on the prototype. And whatever tiny, because it's so slight, whatever they've done, the tiniest little adjustment, is I played it first time. So it's funny how those little things, because I mean, it really couldn't have been that much, because...
No, but we've had that on, I remember doing an Ibanez demo with Pete, going, oh yeah, this neck feels so much wider, and then you look at the spec and it's barely a millimetre wider, but somehow all those differences feel massively different, don't they?
Yeah. So yeah, those are from the one you saw at the store, that's the main difference. Obviously it's a different colour, but yeah, it has a thicker neck now, which feels way better for me. Just that little bit as well. Again, it was a tiny measurement, but it made a big difference. So
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So bare knuckle loaded?
Yeah, silos. You've got the 5-way, got coil split. But the cool thing with the coil split...
You haven't put the boost in yours, have you? So you've just gone straight coil split?
Yeah. But what's nice about the wiring in Music Man is that they can sort of fine tweak it. So irrespective of that being in or out, you can still use 2, 3 and 4. Because traditionally wiring
right,
with
so
me,
it's really just splitting that when it's bridge only and splitting that when it's neck only. And then, so when 4, is it 2 humbuckers anyway, regardless, or is it...
So you get like outer
coils. Sorry, not
coils.
4, I mean in 3, sorry.
So you get, that's 2 humbuckers.
And regardless of whether this is in or out, so you don't have like a split. I suppose you wouldn't need to, would you?
No, because like I say, on traditionally wired guitars without the little PCB they have, 2, 3 and 4 would all sound the same.
Yes.
With a split.
Yeah.
Which, they've managed to avoid, which is really cool. So you can set and forget if you need to.
Kind of with a pretty traditional, one of the simpler trem systems, isn't it, from Music Man?
Yeah, 2-point trem. It's modelled on the JP15 bridge, but they've remachined it for this guitar. But yeah, it doesn't have any of the piezo in there. But
Has it got much backlift on there, or does it hit the body as soon as it's
So I have it against the body. You can do that if you want to, but you know, I'll get asked actually why do you bother even putting a trem on your guitar if you don't really use it that much? And I think it's a tonal thing for me.
Right. Okay. Well, you like to hear the sort of sound of the springs on the trem system, that kind of.
No, it's not that. It's I feel like it does something to the kind of mid-range of the guitar.
I definitely would agree that it's based on the size of the block behind it, and you do sometimes get some of that sort of sympathetic resonance off of the springs just on a tone system. So how it changes it, I guess, is different people will hear different things, but it definitely does sound different to a hardtail, especially a hardtail that's strung through a body.
And they put a chunky block in there too, which is nice.
Yeah.
What's also really nice is just one of those little attention to details is the inside the springs they put little like tubes of like, I don't know, if rubber maybe.
They're
or
called.
something.
What did the dude say? They're called something, aren't they? Is it like it's like a no-ring spring, silent spring?
Yeah,
that's it. And it avoids sometimes having to have some of those sort of headbands and stuff around the.
Yeah, you don't have to like stuff it with tissue or anything like that, you know.
I imagine there's plenty of that after a week at NAMM. Okay.
I'm so glad that this is the last interview of the entire show is you guys.
Anyway, right, come on, let's hear some.
Right, okay. I'll just give you the pickup positions really quickly.
Okay.
Bridge position. Then split it down.
We've never really talked much about your bare knuckle pickups, but I'm always a bit nerdy about, when you split the coil, you essentially make a humbucker into a single coil. And so many humbuckers just lose all the fatness and everything and just end up being like a shadow of the humbucker. Yeah, but how have you done that? I mean, I know we've got quite a bit of gain on this, it's maybe not so easy to hear, but it still sounded like it retained the fatness, but you just had that sort of, it just did become slightly cleaner and slightly brighter.
Yeah, that was in the remit for the design with Tim, was can we make sure that when you split them down that they're still usable? Because I like to do that, especially I like to do that.
I think that was impromptu, don't leave me hanging.
It was totally impromptu, I wasn't planning that. The way this one is voiced in particular,
I need to get that out of my system now.
Pull in, you've got to hold it in. The neck pickup was designed to be a bit scooped, like one of my favourite neck pickups I used to use on my old Nuno guitar. It's a nice spanky kind of neck pickup sound. So when you split it down, it isn't your classic like neck single coil pickup you'd find on a Strat, but it's reminiscent of.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's for tonal versatility. So anyway.
Have you done a signature HSS set with bare knuckle?
I've done a signature single coil set.
And you've never thought about combining the two?
Yet.
Or is it,
People have done it.
Yeah.
I personally don't own a guitar that's HSS.
Really?
So I haven't had a chance to do it yet.
Wow. Because that's kind of, I mean, I think every HSS is such a versatile combination of pickups, isn't it? But it'd be cool. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. So that's bridge. Position 2. It's that slightly Telecaster chime. So a nice kind of chimey sound, which is great when you're using gain and you just move to those positions, and it does kind of clean up a lot. Then position 3 is similar vibe but more pushed. Vibe, and then 4, a variation on 2.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but it's just the difference like in the way that
2 has got slightly honkier upper mid-range, hasn't it? And the 4 is just a bit scoopier and warmer.
Yeah. Kind of vibe. Oh, it's early. I haven't played yet.
It's fine.
And then neck pickup. And then when you split that down, which one is it's this one? You split it down. So,
do you think you'll take the trem arm off? Because I've never really, now that you've said you don't really use it, I'm literally just going, I actually can't remember the last time I ever did. Because you're not a big no, actually you did do some dive bomby stuff, you know, again back like you say, is the sort of, but I would say more recently the way you're playing, it doesn't feel like you're pulling that one out the bag as often.
it's for me, if I'm using like a lot of reverb and delay, and it's not the right tone for it, but say it's really big, it's good for that sort of modulated thing that you just use a little bit of, and of course, bit of dive bombing.
Dime bomb.
And because you've got locking tuners, you know, it's going to stay in tune. So
It's a great looking guitar. It sounds fantastic.
thank you very much. Yeah, I'm mega chuffed with the way it sounds.
Can I feel the fatness of the neck? Oh, you've gone girth, haven't you?
I feel like it's one of the girthier necks in the Music Man range now.
It noticeably feels wider, as in, it's kind of, it's like the depth of it this way is, you know, there probably are slightly older sort of Fenders and Gibsons and stuff that you'd go, yeah, okay, I feel that, but it's definitely got some width there. That's nice. How big are your hands?
My hands.
They're big hands, aren't they? Oh my God, look at that!
It's there's a custom carve on it as well, so it actually slightly flattens out up towards the heel, but it's so subtle. But that was one of the things that I asked for, that was kind of almost a bit not really done, and then Drew was like, that's a really cool idea actually, because it's like riffs, lead.
Yeah.
Well,
congratulations. Been you know, feels like we've been talking about this guitar sort of secretly and perhaps slightly less so secretly for a year now or something like that. So that's exciting to see it finally in the flesh. When's it going to be in the shops? Anyone from Ernie Ball? April. How exciting. Is that going to blow your mind as well?
Yeah, massively, when I see like 10 of them hanging on the wall at Andertons.
Yeah, 10 of them? Yeah. That's great. Better order another 9 then, hadn't I? And again, fair play to Music Man and Ernie Ball, because I see that bit of the stand they've done with your name above it and the video they've shot for it.
It's mind-blowing.
It's just great, man.
It's been very surreal walking past that.
Yeah, rock and roll. Well done, man. It's great. Okay, well,
Thank you.
Go on, play us out. Do your best for 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm going to sit on the last day of NAMM.
Yeah.